the 4th of July.
Oh God, exactly 4 days ago. Happy
And
birthday, Nares.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank
many
you
more years in good
to
health and
my
wealth.
96.1 FM family. They serenaded me. So thank you very, very much.
I'm feeling cool at the moment because I'm part of the 96.1 family.
Oh, yes,
Am I not?
yes, you are.
Okay, happy birthday to you. I will still say happy birthday to you. Many more years in good health and wealth.
Amen.
We've always had a cause to celebrate you. We will continue to celebrate you. All right, so tell us about your topic for today.
Thank you. So today we'll be reflecting on an accident that happened in one of the shopping malls. Apparently, somebody drove off like a 5th floor and plunged. The car just plunged right down to the ground floor. Unfortunately, we lost the driver of that vehicle, and it appears, I don't know because I'm not in the investigation team, but it appears as if lack of some administrative controls like signages to say end of the road, no access, blocked or something was absent.
Well, I would like to get you clearly. You said someone drove from a 5th floor.
Yes, because it was a multi-level parking lot.
Oh, I wanted to get that part.
There was a multi-level parking lot. So, you go from floor 1 to floor 2, and then this guy got to the 5th floor and he was, like, okay, just go on and on. But he drove off the edge and, landed back on the ground floor, and the car was mangled. It took time to get him out. And we're just wondering, if we had some signage that says no access or blocked or stop here or closed or something, could this have been prevented? So the title of our discussion today is How the Absence of Administrative Measures Causes Preventable Accidents. That is what we're looking at today, because in safety, we call, signages are part of the administrative measures we can take to ensure the safety of everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Fayo Williams. And I'm sure we're not doing this alone.
I don't think so. I'm expecting a brother from another mother, a lead trainer and consultant with over 13 years experience in health, safety and quality management. He has expertise in the ISO certification as a lead auditor. He does system implementation and specializes in QHSC management systems. He's also very great with health and compliance with international standards in the African context. I am going to be joined by Waliu, and he is the MD of Coda Lush International Limited and Coda Safety Consults. So I'm hoping he will call in. He's a very passionate speaker and advocate for youth employment.
All right. While we wait for that call, let's quickly.
Yeah, the call is in. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So quick.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right.
Hi, Waliu.
No, he hasn't taken a call yet.
Okay.
It's here already.
Okay, great. Hi, Waliu. Hello, Waliu. Good evening, Waliu. It's great to have you. So we'll just have to manage this call in. If the line goes off, just dial again. And when we have some traffic updates, you just give us like a minute. So I just introduced you as the MD, Coda Lush International Limited and Coda Safety Consults. We know you are into continuous professional empowerment, and your mission is to create a safer, healthier, and more productive workplace by combining global practices in local relevance, building professional excellence. So, Waliu, I just spoke about an incident where a driver of a car drove off the 5th floor of one of our shopping malls and crashed to the ground floor. And we're wondering, the absence of administrative controls, like no access, stop, work in progress or something, could have been a barrier in this situation. So just before we go into the topic for the day, we have a culture, though. You need to greet my listeners in your own lingua franca. So wherever you are from, go and draw out that language. Go back to your roots and greet my speakers, please. My listeners.
All right. Ekaro, ekaso, ekaleo, shida dalawa. is that there is a level of how will I put it? It's a level
where
the option at the topmost is highest important, and it cascades down to the last
or the least important. Yeah.
So when you have the hierarchy of safety controls, the controls are meant to help you to be proactive most of the time in preventing accident from happening. And the first one talks about elimination, meaning that as much as possible, if you can eliminate the hazard, if you can address, because the first thing is the hazard. The hazard can be taken off. And when we say hazard, it means that I'm not talking about Eden Hazard that was playing for Chelsea or Real Madrid. Anything that has the potential to harm to you around your vicinity. There is this human instinct that tells you that this thing is dangerous. Address this thing. It will tell someone that hazard that can cause harm or has the potential to cause harm is what we are talking about. It can even be a person. A person can be a hazard at a particular point in time. It can be a chemical. It can be a substance. It can be a machine. It can be anything. Are we together?
We are together. Yes. So we've discussed elimination. We need to go further.
Then the next one is substitution. Substitution talks about that hazard, the level of risk that is there. You have a much more substance or process that has a lesser risk that will create a lesser exposure. That is substitution. Then the next one now talks about engineering controls.
Exactly.
Which focuses on barriers, barrier system in place, your guards, your gate in your house, anything that protects, that creates that division between the person and that particular harm.
And your trip off and all those things.
Administrative control, which are the intangible aspect that coordinates every other part. It might feel abstract that you don't see them, you can't touch them, but they are very, 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 very important in addressing every other part of the hierarchy of safety control. And the fifth one is now the PPE, which is if every other control fails, the person at least needs to be protected with the use of PPE.
Beautiful.
This is the hierarchy of safety control.
Thank you very much. So my brother Waliu Adegoke has just gone through the hierarchy of safety controls. So in this case, instead of having parking lots even on the 5th floor, you could have eliminated it by putting everybody on the ground floor. You understand? Exactly. It's possible, or isn't it possible, Waliu?
It's very possible.
It's very possible, but they will say, Ile, you understand? So that's why they are going higher. So if you have to go higher and higher, remember some of these intangible controls, which Waliu has mentioned. So I think just before we go to the next question, can we have the traffic update?
Yes, we have one already. Thank you so much, Control, for this one. It's the traffic situation at the Okota Isolo axis. All right, it says we're having counter flow at Kogberigbe through Iraq, Kari, Ilebado, Mustafa, Ishaga College. On Monide, Linka and Lassitech roundabout at this time. Although it's a smooth one, a fast-moving traffic at this time. From 5-star to connect Yano Solo is also fast. Daliko Mushin Bridge is fast. Select to connect Agor Palace is a fast one. The return journey also good. Ilasa to Transformer all the way to Akpata Junction is good. Same can be said about the return journey. Select Jesha Link Bridge is good. Yano Solo Ballet. The stretching water Ijesha and Mile 2 is very fast. Motorists are having it slicky smooth on that side. And there are no impediment. Now that's the traffic situation on that end. Please do plan your journey accordingly.
Thank you very much, Sarah. And now we continue with the safety train. Today, the topic is how the absence of administrative measures can cause preventable accidents. And with me, I have a brother from another mother, Waliu Adegoke. the MD of Coder Safety Consults, and we have been discussing hierarchy of controls, looking at administrative measures as some of the intangible types of measures we can use to eliminate accidents. And you can call in if you wish. 0809 9120777. In the alternative, you can dial 0915 387 7127. So you can send a message by WhatsApp to that first number, which is 0809 9120777. I'm expecting the safety professionals to call in so that they can give their weight to these administrative controls. And my next question to Mr. Adegoke would be, why is it that administrative controls appear, I'll just say appear, to be relatively simpler and easier method of accident prevention? Why is it?
Now, why it is easier is because of the ease of accessibility. When it comes to administrative control, it's easily accessible in terms of how to implement them. And the fear about administrative control is that most times when I said it is intangible, meaning that it requires a lot of deliberate effort to make it work. And you know that something of such that is intangible might not really cost much. Not costing much doesn't mean that it is less effective.
Exactly.
People get it wrong. So we need to actually make people understand that the fact that it is easy to access doesn't make it less of effective. It's easy to access because of the activities that is engaged. Staff within the corporation can carry out training on their staff. It's just also have a signage. It's just also create an awareness. All this administrative control might look simple, but they go a long way in addressing safety issues in our workplaces and our environment.
Thank you very much, Waliu. I just want us to add a few more things. You know, you spoke about training, you spoke about signage, there's safe system of work, there is permit to work system, that somebody will go and take one paper and start using checklists to say, okay, this one day, this one no day. You think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Oh, my people, please, all these things, they are measures that have been put in place to keep you safe. So if you are on that construction site, on that or in that school, you're about to mount an antenna for the TV, please follow safe systems of work, standard operating procedure, permit to work system, and so on and so forth. All right. So, Waliu, now let's look at our environment and our culture. It looks as if signage is often lacking. Because when I was young, I remember we used to go on the road and now see this way to Ijebu, this way to this way to that.
It looks as if we just lost the call.
Oh, we just lost him.
We're hoping that he
will call back. Well, you please do call back. Do call back.
Yeah, we'll just be waiting.
I don't think this is Waliu. So, Waliu, if you are using another number, you let us know. Do call back so that we can continue our discussion. I think it's ringing again.
All right. We have him now. Thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. So, Waliu, the question to you is whether there is a challenge culturally. You know, these days, people don't want to read much. But when we talk about signage, we used to have signages, Ido, Third Mainland, Qatar, this and that. But, you know, it seems to be coming down a little. And people don't even bother to put signages in places of work, along the road, and so on and so forth. Is it a cultural thing, Waliu?
Yes. You know, people, I don't want to say our level of safety culture is very low these days. Even when these signages are there, you still see people. I want to say, growing up, subconsciously we see our parents practice this safety, but when it comes to the public safety aspect, I think there is a need for this reorientation. In our homes, for example, there are some things that For example, if you pour water on the ground now, if you pour water on the ground, immediately no one will tell you before you take the rag to
On
clean
the
it up.
mop.
You dare not leave it because you receive a very hot slap.
Oh, yes.
That safety
It's called Abara.
practice, we were trained with it. but in the public space, it's like there is a need for a general reorientation about the need for people to adhere to these signages. They are of importance. There's a danger within it, and there's a reason why those signages, those information, those symbols are presented there for you to actually follow, so that you not be victim of accident. So I believe that in the public space, there's a kind of I don't want to call it cultural. From the public aspect, this orientation needs to be expanded.
Okay, so from the public space, this orientation needs to be expanded. Oga Ministry of Information, una dey here. They say our people know they follow sign. They don't care. They will see it there and they will ignore it. So please help us to step up awareness. Next week now, we are going to talk about ecological disaster. We need to make people aware. We need to tell Ekwile so that it will tell today. Okay? So please, let us see how we can make people more aware. Now, Waliu, let's look at administrative measures like safety audits. When somebody is conducting a workplace audit, some people will be turning their nose. They'll be doing yimu, say, otutide, wole wole. So how does this safety audit, drills, and employee training, how do they really reduce the risk of preventable accidents? Because some people know they follow fire drill anymore. They will say, they have come again. It's a make-believe. Let me sit down, be counting my money. So we would like to examine the issue of safety audits, employee training, and drills. How do they contribute to reducing workplace accidents?
Now, when it comes to safety, thank you very much, Ma. When it comes to trainings, drills, and audit, these are proactive measures that helps us to, for example, when we talk about safety audit, you are trying to have a deep foresight, to have a foresight into possible issues that could be existing in the organization, possible safety issues that are inherent. It's just like when we go for our body checkup. They will tell you that you don't wait till there's
problem.
Go for medical checkup quarterly, once in a year. That concept is similar to safety audit. It's like you are trying to evaluate our performance of our system, what we are doing, and if it's in line in preventing accident in the workplace. Then about safety trainings, definitely there's need for competency improvement. People need to, because the greatest resource is human resource, and if you don't train people, they tend to do things in their own way. So there's a need for training of staff, training of employees in line with practices that helps prevent accident. All this might look like it is just a waste of time.
It's like wahala to them.
Those training will go a long way in restructuring and adding value to the practice in the organization, because from the training, new ideas will come in, new concepts will come in, new process will be established, and there will be complete review and continuously ensure that we prevent accident. Then for the third part, which is
the drills.
I do not understand. I do not know a better way to be ready for fire than safety drills, because the safety drill, even in our various homes, how many of us conduct drills in our various homes?
That's true.
Drills will help you in case when there's an accident, everybody knows what to do. You are prepared for the worst case scenario. You are not praying for accident to happen. You are not praying for fire. But when you carry out drills, it gives everybody who occupy that building, the staff or even your home, your estate, it gives them a foresight into how to move to a state of emergency in case we have a situation. So these three are very important and are very tangible in ensuring that we protect properties and we protect everyone at all costs.
Beautiful. Thank you, Waliu. Waliu, you just hold on for 1 minute while Sarah gives us another traffic update.
All right, traffic is still looking good. Also, some part of town I can see from our live feeds. right. Thank you so much,
okay.
Madam Fayo Williams. Okay, so this is a lawsuit, Ikeja, a roundabout just where we have lawsuit, and it's not doing badly. Motorists, it's a moving influx, I will say, around the roundabout. Motorists are having it not bad, but I can't see high influx here, just at the roundabout. Well, it is traffic light alternation. Yes, I've seen the traffic light, and it's just traffic light alternation. You've got nothing to worry about. All right, at Moblaji Bank and Way, it is doing good on both the in and outbound journey. Motorists are having it slicky smooth. If you are here, please remember to keep it within the specified speed limit, maintain the lane discipline, and of course, cooperate with traffic managers. All right, testing ground on Abafemi Awolowo Way is also doing good just around the side as you're navigating what's a Latif Jakonde. Motorists are having it good on this side of town. That's all we have for you. Kindly plan your journey accordingly.
Thank you very much, Sarah. And we are getting to the home run on Safety Train this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. You were still hearing the voice of Fayo Williams, the safety Amazon. And with me is my brother from another mother, Waliu Adegoke. And if you would like to contribute, if you're a safety professional, and I have not heard your voice this evening, it's not good enough. I want you to corroborate what we've been talking about all through. How the absence of administrative measures causes preventable accidents. So if only we had these administrative measures in place, we would have a better and safer and healthier society. So once again, the number you can send a WhatsApp message to or call is 0809 9120 777. In the alternative, you can dial 091 53 877127. Waiting to hear from you while I give Waliu the last question for the day, and it's an all-encompassing one. My brother, are you still with us? Waliu.
Very well, very active with you, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for staying on the line. Now, let's wrap up with this. Let's look across industries. We want to talk to facility managers in industries like the shopping mall, that's the retail industry. Want to talk to them in schools, construction sites, and so on and so forth. You are a facility manager. You may have some improvements going on somewhere. They may have dug a hole and there's an excavation, So how can you ensure that administrative safety protocols are not just written, but they are actively followed by all stakeholders, regardless of which industry you are in? You're a facility manager in a shopping mall, in a school, in a construction site. How do you ensure that open pit, somebody does not fall inside? That end of the junction at the 4th floor, the 3rd floor, somebody does not fall over. How do we do that?
Now, the first thing is when it comes to administrative control, it requires a lot of. The ideal practice is that it requires a lot of human intervention. Actually, now that we are in the era of AI, we are talking about
self-driving cars and all,
machine learning and the likes. But
yeah.
In traditional practice, administrative control requires human intervention. It requires proper supervision, proper monitoring. Like we said, for example, if you say, do not enter this confined space, that do not enter this confined space does not have a rope or something that will stop the person
at all. It does not have a cane to beat you.
Yeah, we require the person to understand it, interpret it, and listen to it. And that's where the culture of safety comes into play. And that's where we need to build a culture and train people to understand the importance of these signages. Because we cannot be everywhere. But the question is, what about kids that don't understand signages? How do we ensure that things are done? The overall summary is that apart from elimination, every other control measure cannot work in isolation. Any other hierarchy of control cannot work in isolation. It is an integration of every control measure. You can't just implement additive control measure only and just sit down. And just sit down and believe that is all. You have to combine it with engineering control. You have to combine with substitution. You have to combine it even with PPE. So you can't use additive control in isolation and say that you have an additive control in place. It has to be a combination of different hierarchy of control in order to ensure an holistic approach to preventing accidents and promoting a culture of health and safety in every single organization.
Thank you
very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Waliu Adegoke. You have ended on a powerful note. You cannot use administrative controls in isolation. It has to be a combination of various aspects of control so that, as they say at the rail line, bell is ringing, light is flashing, train is approaching. Use a combination of factors. Even we can have translation into the local languages so that we can have better compliance. It's been awesome having you with us. Thank you very much. Waliu will let you go now. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And it's a wrap on Safety Train Tuesday, 8th of July. My name remains Fayo Williams. This program was brought to you by Rely Supply Limited, providers of safety signages, first aid boxes, and first aid training. For brand promotion on radio to show you are a caring brand, you can call us on 0803 40 30 366. I'll take that again. 0803 40 30 366. Till I come your way again, it's via con Dios, which means go with God.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your show bet here for these and more. Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
The bombs, buzz, screeches, and tacos won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your show bet here for these and more.